Yeah, lot of mixed emotions, as you guess. Firstly, um, sadness and a lot of sympathy goes to Wakefield boys, Michael Carter and Mash there, and all the people involved at the club. It's a tough place to be for them. So, I feel for them and what they've done this year. Now how they've scrapped for so long when they've been wrote off. Credit to everyone there. So yeah, it's kind of gutted for them at Wake, and that's I'm happy for Cass. I'm happy for the town. I'm happy for the fans. I just found out the position by hearing the Cass fans who'd stayed there behind the stick. So I'm buzzing for them and what it means, but and averting potential disaster for the community there in Cass. So that's where it's at with promotion relegation, which is just again it's not. I'm sure it's been great entertainment value for everyone, and we're in the entertainment business, aren't we? But that's not how I see the game progressing. But hey, that's another conversation. But yeah, and disappointed with his performance. Disappointed with his performance. I thought we prepped well and come into it. We knew the areas we need to be good at, and we didn't execute that tonight. But yeah, real mixed emotions. Yes, I'm happy. Are we celebrating 11th place? No, because that's not good enough. That's something on what we're doing, and the lads know that. We've got a long way to go. We've been taught a bit of a lesson by Wigan tonight. That's the standard, as we learned against St Helens the other week. That's the standard we need to strive for, because we're not quite we're nowhere near that at the minute, and we've got to just keep working hard to get there, because we've been taught a lesson, and we want to get better. We want to improve as a team and as a club, and these were fantastic tonight with Wigan.
Were the differences between the teams tonight just obvious for everyone to see? 10 tries conceded.
Yeah, I mean they've got some amazing strike players, haven't they? Miss there with about 5 tries, and people like Theo French. They're amazing to watch. They're what get people to come through the turnstiles for. They're fantastic players, but I thought the pack was immense. Probably dominated us. Well, from start to finish, really, and the lads spoke about that being dominated by them. We let ourselves down. They played too quick for us, and I think they were just better all over the field. There was areas where we looked like when we went set for set, we did okay, and then we just drop a ball or make a poor error, and we just kept backing them. You can't give teams like Wigan penalties or field position through his own errors. So it was a tough night.
14-0 down early on after 10 minutes. It was even a long way back from there, wasn't it? Really.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but I thought we got ourselves after 30-minute mark, and we put some sets together, get the ball in play. I thought Wigan were creaking a little bit, and we were back in the game. We were doing what we spoke about. We just can't do it consistently enough. Yeah, we'd seen lots of areas where we're okay for parts of the game, but we've just got to strive for that consistency, because we've not been there all year really. So
2 wins from 5 then, Danny, since you came into the job. Did you always think that 2 wins out of the last 6 might just do it?
Thought it might do. I thought we'd need 3. Thought 2 might get me over the line, but we wanted to win. Like I want to win every week, and we never look too far ahead as people who spoke to me since coming into the job. I've never looked too far ahead. Always one game at a time, and that's now, no matter what position we're in. We want to win next week, and full focus. Again, there'll be no celebrations, no open top bus ride around Cass or anything like that tonight. It's full focus for me, and working on getting this group up for next week's trip to Henley.
Obviously now with safety confirmed, everybody starts to think a bit further ahead though, don't they? So naturally people are going to ask about your own position. I know you said you wouldn't talk about it until safety was confirmed. You're there now. Is there anything more?
Not at the minute. No one's had a conversation between the changing rooms and the media room. So I'm sure them chats will start about the club moving forward. It's such a difficult position to be in for a club in a relegation battle, when you just can't plan for next year, not knowing. There's a massive drop in funding, not government funding. Your funding from the RFL, and there's a big drop there. And you can't plan for Super League next year. You can't sign the players you want. You can't keep on to the players you want. You can't put a staff in place. There's so many things that get put on hold, and now you can start finally pushing forward and planning. But we're into September, and that's the way it is.
I know these are difficult questions to answer when your own position's not confirmed yet. But is there a lot of change needed, do you think, to compete closer to the top of the table next season?
100%, yeah. That's a no-brainer. Anyone who's watched the season unfold, anyone who's been at the club will know there's a lot of change. That's why there's a reason why we are where we are. But they don't have to be big changes. There can be little slight tweaks here and there, or in training, players, things like that. There can be just little tweaks, but you get that right, and then all them little changes, become big. So it might not need big wholesale changes, but yes, there is a lot more improvement in us, and for a club like Cass, it's it's nowhere near good enough where we've been this year. We've got through, and that's credit to the boys who've dug in, and they've been great for me since I've come in. They've worked hard, and yes, we've not always performed well on a weekend, but it's a good group, and you've got a core there of good players who want to play for Cass and roll sleeves up every week, and you want to build a club around that to take it forward.
Can you just describe the scenes in the dressing room at the end for us? Because obviously the Wakefield game at Lee went into Golden Point extra time. Were you gathered around radios, refreshing Twitter?
I wasn't, no. I mean, I went, as soon as the players were in, there was a few people on phones listening on radio, but I just addressed the boys straight away based on that performance. And I said to them, I don't care what happens when we're listening, it's going into Golden Point. It was a crazy situation to be in, going there, but everyone just put the phones to one side, and we talked about his performance tonight, because it again didn't matter what happened in that Wakefield game. We're going out next week to win a game of rugby, and that doesn't change. It's not, we won't be having a week off training, or there won't be any easing up, or it won't be we kick tennis for a full week. Lads know we've got a game of rugby to win next week, and that wouldn't have changed. So I addressed that straight away, talk about the standard performance we just produced, and again, but then I left them to it, and pacing the corridors at Wigan, really just waiting for the noise behind the sticks from the Cass fans, who were outstanding, stayed right to the end, and they let me know that we were safe. Yeah.